Hello everyone, Daniel here, and back once again. We've all saw the presents. Got all the people here again. Blaze, Sean, Dragoon, and we also got another person here, Cheesy. So yeah, more the merrier. And we've all watched the Pokemon Presents Happy Today. Had some time to have some stuff, and I guess kind of what are your all's kind of general thoughts? I imagine we all kind of had like the same feeling of like underwhelmed, but what are y'all thinking about it?
I don't know.
There were
I,
Pokemon.
I I wasn't that underwhelmed. I thought it was fine for a Pokemon Presents. I wasn't expecting like huge things. Because it's not the big annual Pokemon Presents. Um, so I was pretty satisfied with what we got.
I heard rumors of Pokemon Unite getting auto chess, so I was kind of like maybe we get that, and that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I know China has had that for a while now, but
oh, is that true? Really?
But like
I didn't know that.
they announced if there was released, they didn't announce it properly here, but
I think stuff there was a lot of information of, other than ZA, would have been Champion. That was a lot more than I was anticipating for the game.
yeah, so I guess I'm generally kind of underwhelmed. Like I'm not like angry or anything or like upset that it wasn't as good as I was hoping, but it's just kind of an presentation to me. But like it's fine, it's whatever. It's a Pokemon presentation. Who really cares? As long as
Yeah.
the games are alright and whatnot. So I guess we can kind of start going over what actually was announced here. World Championships, who cares? We already know it's gonna. Most stuff we need to know. They just showed off the promo card or whatever, which, not the best. What's it typically called? Paradise something. Not the most exciting card, but yeah, World is still happening. Sure. The announcement after that was more concierge news, and it
Four
was
episodes.
Yeah, 4 episodes, same as last time, and it's interesting because they showed off a lot of it, but like I don't know, I think the main thing that's freaking me out is that romance subplot thing with her ex that they showed off. That was like eee to me, but
I think my personal opinion is that one, it's too early to judge whether or not it's going to be good or bad for it.
fair. That's
But
fair.
also, he was barely shown, so I feel like he might be a smaller part of the episodes than and in which case it's even less of an issue.
Yeah, I guess we won't really know about how good the quality will be until it's out. And based on last season, we should be fine. But anyone else got any thoughts on Concierge? On what they off the new Concierge?
Feel.
That was cute.
Yeah, just more Concierge fun. The other thing they showed off, I kind of called because I mentioned that they might show off the new Aardman thing that they had announced earlier, and they totally did. And it's basically Surfetch and Pichu. It takes place in Galar because of course it does. Aardman's very British, and 2027, which is really long, like really long out. I guess I was expecting 2020. I expect a lot of stuff for Pokemon in 2026 on account of 30th anniversary, but 2027, that's a long while. Still, it's Aardman. They're generally pretty good. So, anyone else have any thoughts on Surfetch and Pichu?
I thought it was gonna be
I-
British Pokemon.
It's like a combo of Pokemon.
I don't have many thoughts about it, but that's mostly because they weren't able to give us a good idea of what it's going to be like, because
It's just
it's
Woo
coming
that
out
they
in
showed.
2 years, so it's like I have no idea of how I'm gonna. I'm sure it'll be good. I just don't know what to expect from it. But I don't expect to because it's still 2 years away.
Yeah, just very, very. I mean, if it was coming out 2027, then already announcing it, like whenever they announced it, was already really early on, and now this is still pretty early on. But yeah, I mean, Aardman, they don't really do too badly, so we turn out fine. The next thing they talked about was, oh man, they said they said Poke Park. Got really excited because that meant like a new Poke Park game, like back on the Wii and stuff. No, it's an actual theme park that's gonna be in Japan, and like that was one of those things that kind of got me like, oh, I'm underwhelmed kind of thing, because like I got myself hyped up new Pokemon game, and it's just, yep, here's like a forest full of Pokemon and stuff. But yeah, new amusement park, that's happening.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah,
I saw
Alright.
It's kind of neat.
multiple things online of people like, if they're gonna do a Kanto one, what will they do stuff for other locations? Like, I think Sean in the chats was talking about Unova or Poke Park Unova or something like that.
Yeah,
Were they gonna-
yeah, no, I did joke about that.
where are they gonna fit a Poke Park Unova in New York City? That's just like a little plot of Central Park is now Pokemon, full Pokemon. Okay.
Is there like a Pokemon thing in Nintendo Land LA?
No, I think it's just Mario. And have they put Donkey Kong in the LA one yet, or is it still only in Orlando with the Donkey Kong one? Is that in Florida?
I
Either
have
way,
no-
no Pokemon stuff
No,
there.
I'm in Florida.
Oh,
On the Lowland one may be possible.
But yeah, this seems to be really heavy on like the forest and nature stuff, which, I mean, I guess that's one way to do it. I'd prefer if you're gonna do an amusement park based on Pokemon to be like really central about like battle and spectacle of the battles and all that. But I understand there's an appeal to the forest stuff, and like is a smart direction to go in with these kinds of things. Yeah, do you guys got any other thoughts on Poke Park Kanto?
That'll be fun to see.
Yeah, it's probably gonna cost an arm and leg too. Pokemon Go. This is, I mean, John, you were kind of pretty much on point with it being about Eternatus and Dynamax stuff and all that. So
Yeah.
just a bunch of announcements for the big Dynamax events and all that.
It was a pretty
Basically-
big announcement.
Yeah, hey. Basically, I'm excited to see all the Gigantamax Pokemon returning. I'm excited to see Eternatus coming to the game. Eternatus is supposedly going to be one of, if not the best dragon type in the game with its moves. So, like, it'll 100% be worth it.
And the Zacian and Zamazenta stuff, that surprised me.
Yeah,
It was-
Zacian and Zamazenta
That was
are
pretty
coming,
recent.
which honestly wasn't that big of a shocker for me, considering that they put them in the Go Fest Max finale teaser. It made sense to me that they would be coming back for a finale to the Go Fest when they were introduced during Go Fest. So that made sense to me. But
You can also apparently get one of the Galarian starters Max Pokemon with like some code for.
yep,
Finally,
I thought they
Go
already.
Fist Max.
I thought they already released.
I can atone for my mistakes.
I think they already released the Galarian Max, like the Max Raid versions of the Galarian stars already. But I mean, this is
yeah, the
This is nice. You get a
Gigantamax
free
is a
one.
benefit. This is just good for getting an extra one, or just one in general if you're someone who hasn't gotten one.
yeah, that nice. Getting a free Pokemon is always nice. Pokemon Masters. This is kind of the one where I was really like underwhelmed and disappointed, because like the big huge announcements for Masters at this event, it's Carmen. It's just Carmen. That's it. Like no fancy like anniversary skins or Neo Champion. Just Carmen, just the character Carmen. No nothing else. It's just Carmen. Like, granted, probably I'm a little more underwhelmed because I'm not big on Gen 9, so this character doesn't do a whole lot for me. But like, still, kind of, you know, for me. I don't know. I mean, that's just me though. Anyone else got thoughts on Masters DX?
I don't play Masters.
Played.
Yeah, so I guess that's just kind of my 2 cents. Cafe Remix. None of us care about Cafe Remix. Can we move on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even know what that game is.
A
Sleep.
cafe.
You don't.
Mix-
What? Does any of you play Sleep, or is it just kind of...
I don't.
No? Nobody's playing Sleep?
No one
I
sleeps.
skipped this.
Yeah,
What's
just
sleep?
some sort of thing with Trapinch and the Amber Canyon, which that's a neat name, but yeah, not a whole lot that we can really talk about for Sleep. Unite, it's got the Lottie twins coming in, and like, I haven't played Unite in ages. I used to play Unite a lot, but then I kind of fell off, so I mean, that seems neat, those two in there, but yeah, just not a whole lot really to talk about with Unite here. You guys still play Unite or nah?
Barely.
Nah.
Consider starting.
I haven't played it in a while.
So none of us have a lot of thoughts on the Latias twins being in there.
They're cool.
All right, so
Now, I do have thoughts on the TCG here, especially since I managed to get my hands on a pre-order for an ETB of this. I'm excited. I think that these are some really cool cards, so I'm excited to see if I can pull any of these from my ETB that I got ordered. It should be pretty cool. I think that my favorite one that they showed was probably either Lucario or Venusaur. I think that those two are really cool. I think that the Mega Gardevoir card is also neat, though.
yeah, a lot of Mega Pokemon announced for the trading card thing. I'm dreading that Mega Gardevoir because I don't know why, but for some reason, Gardevoir is always good in the TCG. Always good. It was good in like the Ruby Sapphire era. It was busted in Diamond and Pearl. It was really good in X and Y, good in Sun and Moon. It was really good in Scarlet and Violet. And now this card looked also really busted. So I'm kind of scared of that.
Not to mention the first set of TCG Pocket.
Was Gardevoir good in that? I thought the big
Yeah.
was very meta in the beginning and still is a little bit because Gardevoir paired very perfectly with Mewtwo EX by giving Mewtwo extra energy. Gardevoir was legitimately insane early on and still has some use today.
Gardevoir tried not to be good in TCG Challenge. Impossible. Yeah. So there
I've
was
already given up on getting that card.
So there was an announcement for the training for like the physical training of the game, but surprisingly, nothing for TCG Pocket. Like zero mention of it, which is really odd, especially because apparently the set did leak, and we were right. It's Gen 2, but it was weird not seeing TCG Pocket here because I thought that'd make a lot of sense, but
Like, not even a bonus thing for the day, too. That surprised me. It could have been, like, tiny, but nothing is interesting.
yeah, it's very strange. Well, this is one of the probably bigger announcements because it's straight up a new game. It's called Pokemon Friends.
I think it's pretty neat.
And
I think that
it's sort of like a puzzle game that's on Switch and mobile. And initially when they're showing it, I was thinking, are they bringing back the old Flash games from the website? Like, no, it's just a bunch of puzzle games, and it just kind of it's strange, but it's certainly interesting and certainly like it is weird to get a new game, and I guess if there ever was a place to announce a new game, it was a Pokemon Presents. But yeah, kind of looks like a your standard puzzler. Got some weird like room customization stuff, and just yeah, it's a new
so
Pokemon
funny.
game.
I for some context, I added like, oh, they're gonna make a new mobile Pokemon game, or they're gonna announce that. And I was so surprised because I didn't know I was gonna be. I did not anticipate being right on that. That was crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's definitely interesting. Might have to check it out.
Yeah.
Supposedly it's supposed to be like out today, but I haven't seen it in
I mean, it
the
is.
store yet, or in the Google shop. Whatever it's called.
I downloaded it. I haven't tried it out yet. But if you I wasn't finding it through a Google search. I mean, through a search on the Google Play. But if you click on something like Pokemon Sleep and then click on the publisher being the Pokemon Company, you should find it that way.
I see. Thank you.
So yeah, new Pokemon puzzle game. That's interesting. Scarlet and Violet mostly just raid stuff, but a lot of you guys were kind of going off in the chat,
Oh,
really excited
boy.
because apparently some really important legendaries are getting shinies with the new raid. So, I mean, I don't really play Scarlet and Violet, but y'all seemed really excited for this.
That was the last thing I expected.
I love the Treasure of Ruin shinies, even Qian Feng Lu. So I'm excited for these shiny releases. This is real nice.
To wait for Miraidon and Koraidon though.
Yeah,
Probably
I
get that in
assume that.
January.
Yeah, I was gonna say I assume that they're gonna be released about the same way. It might even be their one of their last Scarlet and Violet events that they announced like next year during the 30th anniversary or whatever.
Yeah, usually they release the shinies, the box legendaries, like right when the new game's coming out. Like they did that with Xerneas. I remember they did that with Xerneas and Yveltal back in Gen 6. And I'm pretty sure they
I
did
think
the same thing
in-
with Silver and Lunala.
I think in Gen 8 they did it right before Legends Arceus came out.
So those won't be up
Now, this is
for
the
a little
important
while
one.
there. Yeah, next up we got is they just we all said it was they announced pretty much everything, almost everything that about Pokemon Champions, that sort of Switch mobile Pokemon simulator thing or battle simulator thing. And
Yeah.
a lot of information. I don't understand most of it because I'm not a competitive guy, but just
It looks interesting to me, that's for sure.
From what I've seen online, a lot of people are saying like this is Pokemon Showdown actually being like through Pokemon, and so I
I
think
mean, kind
on
of.
that pretty.
It kind of looks like it, but it kind of, at the same time, it's also kind of not. It's gonna be, it's a little bit different than Showdown. It looks like, but
Well, the
Yeah.
thing is like this is the only I say official, but game under Nintendo that lets you directly manipulate the stats of Pokemon.
oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yes, 100%. It's pretty big though. I mean, it makes the game much more accessible for like new players. I mean, it's still horrible. Like Pokemon is just a horrible game for competitive. No matter how you put it, I'll give it 10 years. Maybe it'll be enjoyable for new players. But even with this, it's horrible, which is sad. But they've come very far away since Gen 3. Like even Gen 2, they've come very, very far away.
Yeah, I mean, Pokemon is so based on RNG that competitive is that competitive Pokemon is never truly gonna be like. It's never not gonna be a little bit infuriating, but
Oh, well, that's not my
Just
problem
decide-
with the game. My problem with the game is, like, catching the Pokemon and getting the specific stats. But this solves a little bit. I mean, we don't know
it does.
yet. If this adds the Rusty bottle cap or whatever, the Zero IV bottle cap, then maybe this game was like, would be actually crazy. This would be like real good stuff. But so far, all that's been revealed is we get 1 extra point in the stats. We get 512 instead of 508. Or, well, 512 instead of 510.
And I guess we don't know yet what Pokemon's going to be allowed to be a part of the game, because I'm assuming
As far as
have stuff with that legendaries.
I'm aware, from what they've said, it's gonna be Scarlet and Violet and ZA to start things off.
It's probably just gonna be like, you know, rotating rule sets, just like right VGC. So the Pokemon that are legal, even if they're allowed into the game, are like depending on the ladder is gonna change.
There's a lot of stuff that really confused me. Because, like, you're mentioning after the percents happened, there was a lot of weird confusion stuff going on with, like, the monetization and the coins and stuff, but it doesn't seem to be that bad off the top of my head, but I don't know. We'll find out when it releases, like, sometime
Just
next
how bad
year.
it is, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, if this means that Pokemon no longer has to worry about the competitive side when they're making the game, when like they're making the mainline games, they can just focus on making the games good instead of like making the games competitive. Then I guess it's all right for it to exist and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Makes things easier.
Alright, so last thing that they talked about was obviously it's ZA. It wouldn't be anything other than ZA, and just
Yep.
I mean, it showed off a lot, but also, like I said, I kind of had through most of this presents, just kind of underwhelming. Not bad, but like, nah, nah. Like, should we start off with like the big new thing, or should we go?
Great.
Or should we talk about like some of the smaller stuff?
I
I
thought
mean-
you go first.
I think that I thought that it was great. It's interesting to see Alpha Pokemon returning.
That was
Which is
interesting.
100% confirmed to be what that Houndoom was on the website. So
I mean, really, the only thing that's disappointing about the ZA reveal was no skin or like special edition for the Switch 2. You just get the Switch 2 plus a game code, not even like a physical card.
What?
I mean,
I mean,
no
they're not
game
gonna-
code, that's garbage.
they're not going to drop a skin at
Or what?
this
Sorry,
soon.
no physical version of the game. That's garbage. That's so dumb.
But Dragonite,
I mean-
the Mega Evolution is really nice.
I do like.
It's good that
fun-
it is being connected back to its like previous evolutions. I always thought that Dragonite was very out of place.
Yeah,
I was reading
They didn't
up
show
on-
it off.
Oh, definitely.
I don't think they really showed it off very well because like they first showed it at like the front side, and like that made it just look like a Dragonite with like a Terrafly or whatever, and it didn't look different enough to be a Mega Evolution. It wasn't until like they showed like other angles and like showed like the full thing, like, oh, now I see what they're going for. That's kind of cool. But that initial disappointment was kind of not fun. But like, it's a good enough design. I don't like how it looked very similar to regular Dragon from the front. But like once you like look at the side and see that long tail with the blue and all that stuff, then it starts becoming okay. Yeah, this is kind of a mix between Dragonite and its two older forms. So
It was funny
It's-
reading on the website about his Mega, and he's like, he's happy to inflict pain on or to KO Pokemon quickly for like as mercy for mercy kill.
yeah, that's Dragonite.
Always has a smile.
I will say, going back to the bundle, you mentioned how it was a disappointment that the bundle doesn't come with a physical edition. When was the last time a bundle came with a physical edition? Like, it doesn't do that anymore, so I don't think that that's even remotely a problem. I think that at that point you are making the choice between saving $20 or having a physical game, which I don't know. I think it's fine.
I don't know.
Scarlet
man,
and
I'm
Violet had the skins. They had even like a special dock, right?
Well, yeah.
More
No,
people.
I'm not talking about the about the special edition because Legends Arceus did not have a special edition Switch. BDSP did, but Legends Arceus didn't. And I'm thinking it's too early for ZA to have a special edition Switch. However, next year for either the 30th anniversary or Gen 10, I truly do believe that there will be some sort of Pokemon themed Switch too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of not very excited about the push to digital and stuff. So I guess that's why it's kind of annoying me. But yeah, other stuff about ZA. Do you want to talk about the new characters and stuff first, or returning characters, or do you want to talk about the customization?
I do.
Customization. Customization. We can talk about customization and how they said nothing about Mega Stone item customization. I'm holding out hope. But at the same time, I'm kind of not. I'm not holding my breath, but at the same time, please, Game Freak, I'm begging you. I really need to not wear that chunky, ugly thing on my wrist. Given, I think it looks a little bit better than the original Mega Bracelet, but not by a lot.
Still very chunky.
Yeah, I mean,
Still way too chunky.
Customization looks really good. Like, it looks fully fleshed out and doesn't look like it's gimped the way Scarlet and Violet's customization is. Which, again, makes sense. This is X and Y. This is the home of character customization and all that. So,
to be fair, Scarlet and Violet was thematic. It was because the whole game was supposed to be a school quest, so it made sense for them to do it the way they did it. I think it was just there weren't enough uniform options.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, customization just looks like probably the most fleshed out and the most options available compared to probably all the other games.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Being able to dye your hair with highlights, like, that's crazy.
And then there was for the other stuff, there was stuff that I'm surprised I kind of predicted, but makes sense. Two things off the top of my mind. Another group of interest being introduced, but also names of the different teams, actual like confirmed names. And then another thing, which was another character being like brought back into the series.
oh yeah, that's so weird because Mabel's back, but Team Flare's kind of terrorist organization, so I don't know how. And she has the Team Flare logo on her darn gaming chair, and it's like no one's saying anything. Obviously,
Team Flare either had the best lawyers you've ever seen, or Kalos has the worst legal system you've ever seen. Either way, Team Flare got off scot-free, obviously.
People
I
be
mean,
like, no.
one of the Elite Four, I think it's some media. One of the Elite Four members was
Malva.
a Team Flare member. So
Malva.
she could have pulled some strings.
That is true.
Yeah.
Malva could have easily manipulated everyone to be like, oh, Team Flare wasn't that bad. They were.
Lysander was just went rogue, and we have no affiliation with him.
This isn't Team Flare. This is Team Blade. No affiliation. No.
Wait, hang on.
No connection. No link.
Wait. Hang on, wait a minute.
We got a new team leader.
No.
But yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see what they do. One thing I am interested in seeing is because there were King Gambit statues in the background of the new supposed evil team, and because Bisharp was in X and Y originally, I really am hoping that we'll be able to evolve Bisharp into King Gambit in ZA.
Took you a while.
I think that that'd be neat, but I probably wouldn't use it because I've already got Aegis Slash on the brain. But like, still,
some other new characters like, well, what was the name of the two new allies you had, for sort of thing. I'm forgetting the names. I know one of them was a dancer. That was really disappointing. So that means still no signing of tier no, but
I think one of them was Lita.
Lita and Naveen. Lita has a Staryu as her partner. Naveen has a Scrappy as his partner.
yeah, one of them's a fashion designer, one of them a dancer, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've seen theories that Lita is like a sibling to Tierno because it's obviously not enough time. It's obviously been not enough time to be what's it called? It's obviously
Not enough
been
time
not
for them to be their kid.
enough time for Tierno to have a teen child.
I do not
Like,
want
what-
to
The
think about
game
how
theory.
much time has
The
it been
dancer
since the actual game?
the game
I
theory.
mean,
The dancer ship
clearly-
was right the whole time.
Clearly, Emma's not in her. Emma might be in her 30s. There's a possibility, but like, it doesn't look like it's been 20 years, and I feel like that would be the minimum for Tierno to have a teen child.
Yeah, I mean, we still don't exactly know how long after X and Y this is. It's like the current idea is that it's 10 years, right? Because that's about the time it's actually been in real life. But even then,
Enough
it could
time.
still be enough time. That's how long it's been.
I thought like the main character was like Professor Sycamore, you know, and the regular characters like X and Y's character's mom or something. You know what I mean?
We're still on about that. Oh my god.
I mean, clearly that's what it is. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be. I'm excited for ZA. I'm really excited for ZA, and I'm glad that it's coming a month earlier than Pokemon games have been. That's for sure. I'm excited to see what other megas there will be, and I'm hoping that they're going to keep most of them close to their chest. Because I think that the more surprises, the better.
It's like the most wild left field mega. You're like, there's no way they're gonna do this, but you're kind of hoping.
Mega Decidueye.
Yeah.
I have one, but I mentioned this in the chat earlier because someone kind of pointed it out in the trailer. I can't remember what it was, but it's like the rogue mega battles where it's like these Pokemon are mega evolving and it's like the raid battle. They had a couple of Pokemon showcased, but there was one that like someone pointed out. I was like, hey, he's kind of been lingering around there for longer than the others, and it's Crocodile.
Ooh. I figure you're always asking
Because
for it.
what the trailer says is like, oh, you essentially need to mega evolve to do well, which I'm not saying is like you can't. I'm assuming it's probably like how Terra Rays are, but having a Pokemon that, like, of all the random Pokemon they could have chosen from, Crocodile wasn't like the best option because there's water types, there's fighting types, so it's twice as strong against T-Tar. So maybe it's just an NPC thing, I don't know, but it's that's my like crazy one that I kind of want to see.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I stand by what I said though. Crocodile is always going to be a better matchup than Mega Dragonite because Mega Dragonite against Tyranitar is just not the player character's best decision.
The intern at Nintendo or Game Freak.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of on all the news. Well, yeah, that's pretty much all the thoughts we have on the new stuff for ZA. Any other things you want to add last minute?
Nope, that's it for me.
Yep.
So that pretty much ended the lot. Like I said, I was kind of underwhelmed, but all of y'all seem to be a little more positive than I was. But there certainly was a lot here, just not a lot that really excited me. But I don't know, just kind of okay. Like not every presents has to be a total banger and stuff. Sometimes you get one of these. Yeah,
You know, I think that it wasn't, the big yearly one, so I wasn't expecting it to feel huge. But yeah, so I was satisfied with it in that case.
Well, alright then, I guess that's all we have to really say about this Pokemon Presents. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to check out Sean and Blaze. The channels will be linked. Cheesy, do you have a YouTube channel that you want to link or no?
No, I don't.
No? Locked in. Well, until next time then. Bye.
Hi.
See ya.
Thanks for having us.